Soul Tribe. Thank you for joining us. Okay, let's see who's joining us.
Allie, I
All
saw.
right. Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see here.
Elsa
Messages
should be
from
there.
beyond. Here we are.
Yeah, see, we're reversed.
We are.
We
We
are.
are reversed. Interesting. the joys of the digital age, right?
Yes.
All right. So thank you for joining us today. And we are going to be talking about several past lives, actually, which is always a
Yeah.
very interesting topic.
And Anna Rosebud and Eric.
Eric's here. Andrea.
Andrea.
Is it Andrea or Andrea?
Gina.
So cute. Okay.
Hola.
Yes. So we had some little testing going on our website. I mean, on our YouTube channel this week.
We
so
still can't get it going.
yeah, it's a
Love you
work
too.
in progress for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah.
Oh, I need a different chair. I want a swivel.
I know.
Yeah.
So just as a reminder, if you're joining us for the first time, all the past lives and the art and everything that we talk about, you can find on our website.
Right.
So whether it's a past life reading that Vera can give you, or the angel art like our Michael that we have here that I've created, you can find that all there.
And your beautiful bracelets
Yes.
that go along
Oh
with,
my
with the angels.
gosh, these are gorgeous. These are all custom handmade bracelets by Vera, and each one is different. This is the latest one, Trust and Transformation for 2024. It's really gorgeous. I love this one. And all my other ones, oh my gosh. And they all mean...
Are you cold? You got goosies.
I am. It's chilly here.
Yeah.
How about there?
Hi, Zeri.
Zeri and Allie, like you
Thank
already
you.
said, yes.
Num num.
Full swivel, for sure. Okay, so let's see
I
now.
wish I could, but I probably knocked Chrissy out.
Yeah. Okay, so as you know, if you have any questions for Vera about your past lives, or if you would like a recommendation on an angel or any information that you would like to know, you can ask in Super Chat during our live show here right now.
Yes,
So that's
ma'am.
great to know. And we are going to begin with Sister Wives, which is it's a show that's been on the air for quite a very long time.
18 seasons.
Exactly. And if you're not familiar with Sister Wives, it's basically
It's polygamy.
yeah,
Basically.
it's this person named Cody Brown,
He
and
was he's trying to legitimize polygamy. That's why he wanted it out in the open.
right. And so he had 4 wives. And today we're going to be specifically talking about Christine, which is one of his wives. And
The first one that left.
yes, she was the first one that left the marriage. And so basically, when Cody married the 4th wife named Robin,
Sobbing Robin.
things in the relationship between Cody and his wives changed, because before that point,
not then.
Not
it wasn't then. It was when the first wife relinquished the legal marriage to Robin, and that's when the dynamic changed.
right, and so and so it was interesting because Christine is the 3rd wife, not the 4th. So she was the 3rd wife, and they all lived together in this one big house at one point. And she was, well, thank you, Andrea. Oh, she has a question for you, so
Okay.
we'll write that down, and Vera will get that. Okay, so I'm just going to continue on. So they lived in this great big house, and Christine lived in the basement, and she was a caregiver
That's
for
funny
all
too
the
that she
children.
lived in the basement.
Isn't it? It is. And so she lived in the basement, and she took care of all the children. I'm summarizing here. And basically, it became a situation where I guess she wasn't getting equal attention from the husband, and Robin began to monopolize his time and energy and everything like this. So they end up moving from this great big house,
Right.
and they go to live in this other place where they all have different homes. Flagstaff, correct?
Right.
Yeah. And so what happens there, I
was
don't know
weird.
what that was.
Put on
That's
thumb.
interesting.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, and so what happens there is he starts to spend the husband, Cody, starts to spend all his time at the one house with Robin. And it seems like he starts to neglect the other wives and the children. So as this is all unfolding, at one point, one of the things that did happen to kind of like give you a little bit of insight into this situation, back in 2015, Cody coldly said that Christine he watched her eat nachos.
Yeah.
And it disgusted him so much that he wanted to call off his spiritual union with her. And so
But she was part of the head of the church, so he wanted that uplifting in his status in the church, because he
Right.
was married to Christine.
Exactly. And so, but when he had said that, the interviewer was saying, she looks really hurt. Do you want to apologize? And he refused to apologize. So that was just, a small example of like how he felt about her, or how it seemed like he wasn't attracted to her anymore. Because, they had 6 kids together. But as time was going on, he wouldn't give her any attention anymore. And he wouldn't spend any time with their kids either, because then the COVID years started. And so he used that as a way to separate from the other families. And there was even a point where Christine and Cody have a daughter together named Isabel, and she had to fly to, I think it was like New York. It was like a far trip for spinal surgery. It was a really big deal because she had a bad spine situation happening. And he said that he could not come. She really wanted her father there, but he said he could not come because he couldn't leave his and Robin's young children, not even just to fly in just for the surgery.
And they had a nanny.
So that was, and he just kept telling all the other 3 wives and those families that he could not get together with them because it was COVID, and they couldn't come over and all that.
Exactly.
But the nanny could. So it was just a very unfair
And then the nanny gave him
treatment.
COVID.
And then it's so karmic, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because then their nanny, like Vera just said, ended up giving Cody and Robin COVID. So, yeah. Yeah, he's jockeying for power for sure. Okay, so there's more. All right. So then, so all the way back in 2015, Christine was described as groveling for a crumb of recognition and a little bit of romance. And to that, Cody told her, her husband told her, honor the entire family and I will love you. So that's very, it says a lot, doesn't it?
Yeah.
First of all, if that's what it takes for him to love her, that means he doesn't love her.
Well, yeah.
And then to honor the entire family, it's like he wanted her to, because it seemed like, just like I said, Robin was getting all this unfair treatment, and she was the only one that was being elevated, and everybody else was just like thrown to the wayside.
Well, now he's down to 1.
Yeah, because he's even has said to his wives to conform to patriarchy to be in marriage with him, and that they have to earn his affection. So all this earning, it's like, wow, really? So finally, gosh, it was only like maybe at the most 2 years ago, it seemed like Christine didn't want to be in a marriage anymore where she was
was the youngest and the fittest. And she used to make fun of the other wives because they had cellulite.
Wow. Well, anyway, so finally, it seemed like Christine didn't want to be in a marriage anymore where she was alone, and also to just have some companionship, and to be, and also she wanted to show her children to not to stay with a spouse if they don't want you anymore.
Right.
It's a good example,
Exactly.
you know, for her kids. And so she finally left, and she was scared. She didn't know, you know, how it was going to be and everything like that. I mean, in the marriage, I think more than when but finally she was so made up her mind that she was going to leave. And that was hard. You could see when you're watching this all unfold. But the most amazing thing ended up happening for her. Vera, you want to share what happened?
She got
Christine?
married to her soulmate, she says.
Yeah, she met someone.
In 10 months.
Yeah, she met someone
Yeah.
within a couple of months, and it's like amazing. He's
Yeah.
got like 8 kids, she's
Yeah.
got 6, and they have this huge family together. They just got married, like Vera just said. And it's like, it's just fascinating, because here this story was meant, I mean, for their part, they were thinking this is going to show this light on polygamy, and we're going
But
to show
it's with
about
every
it.
reality show. If they're on there, their lives fall apart,
Yes.
you know?
But I thought what was so amazing about it was what an awesome example to show so many people that can see the show, you know, how to help themselves, to stand up for themselves when they
Yeah.
need to.
Yes.
And not to just settle, or not to be unhappy, or not to be alone in a relationship that's not working. And it's like a great lesson in self value, self-worth.
Exactly.
But
Finally.
But the really cool thing that we're all waiting for is we want to hear what this past life is.
Nobody even knows about Sister Wives on here. Oh, except for, I think, who was it that saw it when they were younger? They saw it in high school.
But that's the thing.
Chanel,
It's
I
like,
think, or
when you hear
somebody,
the
I can't
story, it makes me wonder, wow. I mean,
Yeah.
how did they get into this situation? And then this gal leaves, and then, like, where did this come from?
Yeah.
Is it cell memory? Did they have a
Well,
life
it's definitely
together?
cell memory, and it's supposed to be where Cody was supposed to turn his life around in this lifetime.
Wow.
And he did exactly the same thing he did in the past life,
Wow.
almost. Because it was, he was in the past life where polygamy first started in the U.S. anyway. And it was I think it's John Smith that wrote the Book of Mormon.
That sounds right.
And he was in with him and the guy that dictated the Book of Mormon. He was more his friend than the head guy. But he was one of the top ones that was trying to get this, I don't know what you would call it. I want to say cult, but it's a religion, right?
Right.
So, so he stayed in it only because they started doing this polygamy thing, and he was not into it. In fact,
Wow.
he like said stuff to Smith about what he was doing, and so he was threatened that if he didn't conform, that he would be kicked out, and he did not want to be kicked out. And he even had like a message from God or something in that past life, Cody.
Really?
Along with 2 or 3 other people, I can't remember. But yeah, and he was married to Christine.
In the past
In
life.
the past
Oh
life.
my gosh.
He was married to Christine, and whenever he had to, he wanted to conform, so he had to get another wife, or they were going to kick him out.
Right.
So then here comes Robin.
Right. Wow.
Yeah, and then he decided, and Christine was going, no way, I am not doing this. You know, she did not want another life. She didn't sign up for it, that kind of thing. And they had, the kids that they have now, they had back then.
That is, it's
Most of them, not all of them. But
it's amazing,
Yeah.
because when Robin came into the picture is when things turned
and
for Christine
in this
lifetime.
Yeah, Christine did not like her from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
And so
Wow.
Cody had Christine put in an insane asylum
Oh.
to get rid of her, and then he had Robin, and then he got kicked out of because he wasn't doing the polygamy thing.
Wow.
So in this life, I don't want to say pretended, but in the beginning he was so gung-ho about the religion, and then
was.
slowly it just turned into he just wanted to be married to Robin.
Yeah, because it's so obvious on the show now.
Yeah.
He is definitely like, okay, he just wants the
Yeah.
one. But I find it, you were going to say
Well,
something.
in
I
this
could
life,
tell.
he was always saying that Christine was the emotional one.
Because I was just going to say the same thing. It's like he kept turning it around where it's like, she's got the problem.
Yeah.
She's jealous. She's doing this. She's doing
She's
that.
mean to
She's doing
Robin,
this.
yeah.
She's doing, yeah,
Yep.
exactly. Wow. So
So-
it's the same thing of like,
Christine turned it around,
yes,
but
oh my God,
yeah,
isn't
well,
that
and
awesome?
the other ones too. The other three of them.
Mary and Janelle.
Janelle, yeah.
were also his
Janelle's
wives.
still kind of
She's a,
in it, but not with Cody.
wow. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
It's a great example of cell memory, and it's
Yeah,
sometimes
I would say
it's-
cult, because
Yeah. It's really hard when we have this cell memory to not fall back into this, I don't want to say rut, but to learn our lesson, to pull ourselves out. And
Yeah.
what an amazing thing if we can do that.
And one of the things Cody did not like about the leader guy is that he was having teenagers. And he really was telling him, that's not right. It's not polygamy. It's adultery, that kind of thing. And that's when he was threatened that he was going to be taken out.
Wow.
12-12 over there. Good job.
Interesting.
Oh, that's right. Purple Blaze was a Mormon. Or is, I don't know. Was, is, kind of.
Wow.
So, yeah. So
Yeah.
that was that for them.
That's just really interesting because in this life, he's even said that he was going along with his duty.
It was a duty.
And
yeah.
that he was performing in what he was doing as far as being married to these women, and it's exactly like then. So that's just so
But
interesting.
Robin was the love of his life.
Wow, what an interesting, really good example. And I'm just, like I said, I'm so happy that Christine was able to pull herself
Yeah,
out, and what a great example for so many
And
others
even
that might be
Janelle,
watching
yeah.
that show.
Even though she said she may go back into a polygamous relationship, and Mary's not the first wife. Yeah. Yeah.
Mormon stuff.
doing, Chrissy? Oh,
We're
I thought you were going
being-
forward.
Oh, we're moving forward.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, really, Andrew? Sorry. Somebody's a Mormon on that. So it's a religion, but part of that polygamy thing to me is cultish.
Right, right. Wow. Yeah, and that's, there's so many different lessons that could be had for when you're watching something like that, what you resonate to or what we're focusing on to learn, what our lessons are, that's what we might adhere to.
Yeah.
Because one of the things that I was thinking about, sometimes it's better to be alone. When we're in a relationship,
yeah.
sometimes we're more alone in the relationship, and it's so painful. And then when we are able to pull ourselves out of it, it's like we can even find more self-worth that way, and we're
Exactly.
actually happier outside of the situation. I can attest to
Amen
that
to
one.
that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's just really, truth.
Has anybody seen that show besides us? And we keep going, oh, we're not watching that again. It's boring.
Yeah, pulled in.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow. Sounds super expensive. Yeah. There's a lot of kids, all
Yeah,
right. There's
there's
like
like
18.
18.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Yeah.
All right, so now we are going to move our way in to past life birthmarks. We have some
Past life birthmark?
Yeah, because we have
Oh, him.
a celebrity.
Chris Pine. I love Chris Pine.
I love him too.
Yeah.
I love the way he acts, and it's just so funny because you see his personality come
Yeah,
out. He's got a
yeah,
great personality. Do you guys have any? Do you know that you have any birthmarks? If like maybe Vera has told you what your past life is, because like both Vera and I, we have. This is very cool. Kind of hard to see.
I have a big old hanging hair out of mine. I just saw it the other day. I'm like, what the heck?
We both have this nice, what do you call that?
I know they're
Nice
dumb.
big dot right in the same spot. And it's really cool because Angus, Vera's master teacher, and he's our protectorate of Soul's Enlightenment. We had a Scottish life. That's where he gets his name.
Yeah.
He keeps that name
Allie
from
was
that
there. A
lifetime.
lot of you guys were there.
And he gave us a tattoo right there of a moon. And so in this life, we carried that in. It's not in the shape of a moon, but it's a dot, and it's right there to remind us. And so you might have, sometimes it can be a mole, It can be a birthmark, but we will carry those
Yeah.
from past lives.
To remember.
Yeah, and some
Yeah.
people even have a streak of white in their hair, or that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it just depends, or a gap in our teeth, or whatever,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Different things that we carry as a reminder. And so we're going to talk a little bit about a past life that Chris Pine had, because he has a birthmark and a mole, and so we want to find out about that past life. So yeah, and if you want to know where yours came from, like I said, you can always ask Vera in Super Chat. Okay, Vera, are you ready to dive into Chris Pine?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's really quick.
Yeah.
I mean, the mole on his face.
He's got it right here.
So it was Civil War. Where so many people here are from Civil War, because that's what we're going through right now. And he really didn't want to fight because he had brothers on both sides.
Wow.
So, but he had to, so he was shot in the face, I guess.
Right there, yeah, because he's got quite a little mark right there.
But I think he was shot twice because that other one is from the musket.
He has a birthmark on his back also. It's in this midsection in his back. So was that the same lifetime?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. He got shot up pretty bad.
Pretty bad.
Yeah, because I remember you saying he didn't want to fight.
No.
I mean, that would be horrible if you have loved ones.
Yeah, but he didn't have a voice back then, and I think the birthmark is for him to have a voice. And what better place to be an actor, because it helps you have a voice.
Don't you
right?
love that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I like him too.
Yeah, it's fascinating. It's so interesting. I have this mole inside my belly button, and I just thought, oh, that's kind of interesting. And then one day, eventually, Vera, you were telling me that it came from a past life in which I was run through with a sword. But it's so cool how I left that little mark on my body to remind myself of that lesson in this lifetime, because I worked for the woman who had me run through. So it's so interesting how we will carry marks, whether it's for love or whether it's to connect with our power, for like with Chris to be able to talk what he felt, or for me to
or at least have
remember
a
that.
platform. You know how sometimes the actors have a platform.
Yeah, and it's pretty amazing. We might look at it like, oh my God, that's horrible. You got run through, or you got shot, or whatever. But it's actually a mark of strength. Yeah, we connect with that.
Or
it really
not
helps
to not do something again that you did back then.
Yeah, man, that was close too. Sometimes it's close.
Yeah. And then
Yes.
Jamie Foxx is next.
Jamie
And
Foxx.
this one's really quick.
Yes, and this one is not a birthmark, but it is just this overwhelmingness that came to you when you saw him.
Yeah, he was talking about something. I can't remember. He was on TV anyway.
Okay.
And he got shot in the eye. He was a preacher, and he was one of those traveling preachers, and he got shot in the eye for doing too much good.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
That's the thing. We don't want to let fear keep us back.
Exactly.
And that's amazing, because he can go out on his shield in that life doing everything that he could. And that's
Yeah.
what we're here for. Even though sometimes we might get killed or what have you.
Yeah. Because
we
he was
still
helping
did it.
people rise up. He was helping people organize, because he was black in that lifetime, and he was shot by white people.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, he's an amazing actor in this life, and like you just said, for Chris Pine, he has that platform, and he can reach so many people. That's really awesome. I mean, not that he got shot in the eye, but I mean, in this
but
life.
I mean, he was doing good, so at least that he went out with that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So he can go home. He went home to the other side feeling proud
Yeah.
of himself. Absolutely. Oh,
Yeah.
isn't that interesting?
Why does that heart stay there forever and you can't see what people are saying?
Well, let's see. Oh, because it's the last comment that's made, and then you can add a little emoji to it.
Oh, I get it. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you. I digress.
That's
Squirrel.
Okay, yeah. All right. Well, now I just wanted to share.
First, I want to talk about tack.
Oh my gosh, yes. Let's do that first.
That was so amazing. And it was our sweet, wonderful Tack had a birthday. Happy birthday again, because it's
Happy
still your birthday month
birthday.
for a few more days.
Mm-hmm.
And I sent him it's on the thing.
It's on the printer? Okay,
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
2
All right.
seconds, 2 minutes, 2
Yeah.
seconds. Yeah, so I sent him a birthday message. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning, because I wanted to be like the first one that he saw, tell him happy birthday, and I was awake. So he told me after I sent it that he had asked for a sign, and what I gave him was I gave him this. It was happy birthday, Tack, and then, well, I didn't say Tack, it says dear friend, but the flower is what he asked for, and the color was correct, and he said that it was kind of like the one that he picked, and it's the emoji, the flower emoji that we have, the red one.
Yes.
But it looks like it's a closed one of these.
I know it does.
It does,
really
because it does not look like a rose.
No.
Yeah, because it has little peaks. So yeah, so that was so cool. So he got his
sign, because he specifically asked for that.
Yeah, so I
And
thought
then
that was cool.
Because it might not come to you as a live flower. It can come to you in an email
Anyway,
even, or a text, or a commercial you might see on TV. There's many different forms.
That's out of the norm, yeah. And it was interesting, because
Exactly.
I went through, I don't know how many of those, what do they call them? Memes?
Yeah,
GIFs or,
yes,
I don't know, something.
gifts, yes.
Yeah, and I just saw that one, and I just went, that's the one I want.
Isn't that cool? So there was a reason why you were attracted to that one.
Yes, so that was very cool.
Happy birthday, Azul.
Yeah. Oh, your birthday too.
Yes.
Cool.
Our Capricorns.
When was your birthday, Azul?
They said the 8th.
Oh, the 8th, because tax is 1, 2, 3. January
Yes.
23rd. Isn't that cool?
It is.
Yeah.
That is cool.
Yeah. Okay.
Did you want to share about
Oh,
our other
you
friend?
can show that first.
Okay.
And then we'll do the super chat.
Okay, so I just wanted to share a little bit, because we talked about this goddess. She's from the Goddess Collection. We talked about her last week. The reason I just wanted to show her again is because I was right there. There we go. I just wanted to point out what an awesome example of what Christine was able to do for herself. Is exactly what we were talking about last week. Sometimes it's really terrifying to go out on our own and leave what we know, but and we go through so many, really painful experiences where we feel like nothing. She was able to go out and find this joy and more self-love, which leads to love, and value and self-worth than she ever knew before living in that basement. Just saying. And now look at her.
But she was
so
in a basement
happy.
in this life too. Oh, you were saying that this life, yeah.
Yes.
But where they put her in that asylum was horrible. It was like
Wow.
that.
See, isn't that amazing? She was able to do that in this life.
Yes, that's what you meant. Sorry.
And that's what we can all do for ourselves. And then the other thing I wanted to share too is that if any of you, but actually I'm going to wait till the end,
Okay.
because it's a different thing. So you go
Oh,
first.
okay, well, no, I was going to say, see, Nana, that's how psychic you are. Because read what she said.
Okay, I'm reading.
She bought her granddaughter twin dolls, and they arrived within minutes of my niece giving birth to twins. Is that not?
Oh my gosh.
That gives me chilly willies, that psychic chill.
It does. I know it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that is really, really cool. How amazing. It's right there. You're right there with with the other side, with your angels.
Yeah.
We knew it was coming.
Yeah.
That's
And then what
cool.
about our cute little hairstylist?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. She is the only one that not kind of, she believes, but her family does not believe in what we do.
Right.
There's
right.
no messages, people just die, that kind of stuff. So her sister had been gone for a while, and she came back home for, I don't know, maybe after college or something, I'm not sure. But the basement was where her sister lived. And so when she left, her mother redid the whole basement. She took up the carpet, she put new carpet down there, everything was new. So the sister came home and she went down to her bedroom kind of thing, because it was still a bedroom. And for some reason she was doing stuff, and she looked under, first of all, I missed this part. She had lost her grandmother's ring. Her grandmother had given her a ring, and she had lost it like 15 years before, and she was just so despondent about it because it was her
right.
grandmother's.
Right.
Good old grandma. So when she went back home and went downstairs, and maybe she was putting something under the bed, I'm not sure, she found the ring. She
Oh my
found the
gosh,
ring, and they
that's-
already had redone the whole place.
There's no way.
And both her and our hairstylist's mother were going, no, it can't be, that can't be, but then she was saying, well, then give me an explanation. And they couldn't.
Exactly.
And they also, another episode that happened with her really powerful grandma is they went to they like to do antiquing.
Mm-hmm.
And so they had gone to this antique place, and her sister was pregnant. And she wanted, Scrabble tiles, so that she could do something clever with the baby shower or something, I'm not sure. And they saw a set of Scrabble at this antique place. And it was set up, and it had the trays and everything, but the tiles were all on the board, not on the tray.
Uh-huh.
So she was thinking about getting it. She goes, nah, I don't know. And then so she decided, no, I do want the Scrabble board, game, so that she could do her thing with whatever the shower was going to be about. When they went back to that Scrabble board,
Oh my God.
on the tray, not on the board, on the tray is I see you, Roberta. And that's the grandmother's name.
Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me?
So that's how we get messages. And sometimes people just don't want to believe, want to have logic.
Okay. What did her family say when they saw that?
That's what she said. She goes, explain that to me.
What'd they say?
They couldn't. They were just in shock.
Oh my gosh, that is amazing.
Yeah, and she's surrounded by people that don't believe it. Her husband doesn't believe in it. But he's starting to see things because she's so very psychic.
Oh, her grandma's good.
Yeah.
She is powerful.
So I thought that was
wow,
awesome.
for sure.
Yeah, so we get our messages.
Oh my gosh, that's really cool.
Yeah, isn't it? Just like what Nana did.
That's neat. Yes.
Okay.
Wow.
Andrea.
Yes.
Her super chat. Now, you did have a past life with Nick S. It was in Lemuria, but it was where you were starting a relationship, and it was the end.
Oh,
That's
what Atlantis
That's
went
when
down
it
in the
down, and
ocean.
everything, it exploded and all that kind of stuff.
Wow.
So, if in this lifetime, sometimes we have that cell memory, and if you have problems with relationships because you think something tragic might happen, or you're just not sure because it feels wrong, and that might be coming from that. And so, same with Nick.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and a lot of times people think because they had a past life in a relationship with that person that they're supposed to in this life, and not necessarily so. Okay. So, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, if you don't know who this, sometimes people have past lives with famous people. And they think, well, they should know me. And they don't, because we, have amnesia when we come into life. And we may have an inkling for that person and not know why. But it doesn't mean that you're going to have another relationship. You'll just learn about whatever it was that you had that cell memory for.
Right. And when you're with that person, like if you did have a life with a celebrity, let's say.
Yeah.
And you found yourself at some type of gathering with this person, and they got to know you a little bit or whatever, then you might feel a chemistry. They might feel a chemistry towards you as
they
well.
Don't know they might not know what it is.
Yeah, but because of the amnesia effect, like Vera just explained, that's a part of
Oh,
the
wow.
lesson in
So
our
that's
life.
interesting. So you can talk to them about it and see if they
okay.
feel the same thing, that connection.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because you guys were just starting a relationship.
Wow.
That's cool.
That is so
And
neat.
then in Lemuria, what more spiritual
was
place
just
can you
gonna
be other than
say.
Atlantis, right?
Right. That is just awesome, Andrea.
Yeah, because Allie was with us in Lemuria.
Wow, that's really cool.
Yeah.
I wonder if you have any crystals in your home, Andrea. Because back in that time, crystals were used.
That was the thing in Lemuria.
that's-
Atlantis too.
Yes.
But that's what blew them up.
Exactly. It was that amazing power that they were
was
using for
getting
the
out of hand,
crystals.
though, yeah.
Exactly.
Just like,
Wow.
yeah, Lemuria, pretty cool, huh? It would be nice, like, if you get like some Lemurian crystal quartz.
Yes.
Yeah, because those are really cool.
Because you were saying, and I know there's one around here somewhere, that it has that ancient memory in it, right? So that's really cool. Because they're the same, they were around at that time.
Yeah,
It's just
yeah.
fascinating.
Because it's sometimes like, don't you feel like you see someone and you just feel this, like that kid that at Cracker Barrel.
Yes.
Oh man, I felt the connection.
You were like
there.
here with
Well,
him.
he's the one that started it. He was a cute little kid. Well, he's not little, but to me, I mean, he's a younger guy.
Right.
And he was just telling me how amazing my voice was, and it's so
Yes.
soothing and healing.
It
and,
is.
Yeah.
It is healing.
And he wouldn't stop looking at me. You know how you start feeling a little.
Because he saw your
Yeah,
soul.
yeah. So he was very cute.
So Andrea is saying here that you had told them before that they were a teacher of crystals in a planet in a past life.
There you go.
That's really
So you can
cool.
utilize those and get that cell memory from that past life and use it.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Teacher of crystals.
Yeah. But it was a different planet. I don't know what was this planet,
I
right?
see.
Didn't I say a different planet or I don't know. Anyway, once I tell you guys it's gone. So
Yeah.
you guys have to remind me. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so that's cool. The healer, let us know about the healer and see what he says.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to share. Was there anything else that you wanted to share before we?
No, I'm just excited about the
end?
crystals right now.
I know, it's really cool. And
Oh, what did you already show? Yeah, you showed
yeah,
that.
and then by next weekend or on next weekend's show, there is going to be a new reveal, crystal
Yeah.
bracelet reveal.
Yes.
I cannot wait for you to share about that one.
I know.
It'll be very
It's-
exciting.
The key to my heart bracelet.
Oh, God, that's cool.
Yeah.
We are having a delayed response, Vera.
Why?
I don't know. It's going around and around and
Oh,
around.
there it is. Yeah.
Yes. My birthmarks are different colors like yellow, purple, and blue.
That's
is
cool.
So interesting.
All the different colors of crystals.
Yes,
Yeah,
really.
So a reminder. I don't know if they can hear us, but
yeah. Okay, so we just wanted to end with if any of you, if you are having any type of pain, because for some reason we've been having some
Oh my
some
God,
pain
my
and
thumb.
yeah, it can be just very it could really affect us and so one of the angels that I wanted to remind you of is actually Michael. He's right here. And he's also, I wanted to mention him too for the topic of today with Christine's situation. When we're in a relationship or situation that is not healthy for us, the angel of revelation, Michael, he is going to help because he, like I just said, revelation. He can pull that veil away, especially when we're programmed into it, like Christine was. She lived her whole life in it. But whatever the situation is, can pull away that veil to reveal the truth of what is happening and what we can attain for ourselves and what we can find for ourselves. Happiness outside of the situation. Michael's a warrior archangel, and he will give you strength to be able to walk that path.
Yeah.
And not be afraid. Sometimes we're still afraid, but we still need to do what we need to do for us and our chart and our lessons.
And my pain is in my hands, so what can't I handle?
Right, and my pain is right
Hi,
there,
Laura.
my back. And so what you can do if you're having any pain, Michael carries a healing scepter, and he can touch that to your area of pain, like with Vera's hand or my sciatic nerve, because sciatic nerve is also like financial worry, right?
You have too many people you're carrying on your back.
I'm just picturing like carrying people on my back.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's a great point though, and you can do that throughout your day, or you can do it at night when you're lying down.
Yeah.
You can meditate on it, focus on it as you're falling asleep. Michael coming to you, this gorgeous angel with this beautiful emerald green healing energy from the
Yes.
pool on the other
I
side
remember
that
when I
comes
saw that. It
straight
was
from
awesome.
Asna. Yes, exactly, perfectly described by Vera. And
It was in the healing pond.
right, and it was this amazing pool of healing energy that comes from Asna herself.
Yeah.
And that's why we now know about it through you, is because we need it.
Yeah.
And that's why we have these signs like Tack God, or these messages or these visions. We need that in life. That's what helps us, and we need that right now. So
Exactly.
if you have any aches, any pains, any injuries, anything like that, ask for this healing energy to go from that scepter and into your body, and you can visualize that. It makes it extra powerful when
Yes,
you
it
engage.
does.
Okay, what did I miss?
Tris said, "Give me a piggyback, will ya?"
Okay.
Hop on,
Yes.
Allie.
Yes. All right. Well, we love you, and we hope that you have a very blessed and happy week, and we're looking forward to seeing you next Saturday.
And I have one more thing.
Awesome.
I want to thank everybody that prays for the prayer list, because I was praying that I could talk to my great-granddaughters, and I get to today.
Yay!
After the show. So I'm so excited.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
You guys are awesome. We appreciate you. Your energy
Yeah.
and the energy of the universe, the other side, together, we
Yeah.
can do this.
Yes.
So you get your prayers out there on our prayer list, or even just think about them, and we'll all
I always do it at night. I
gather
just pray for
energy.
who's ever on it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Night's a good time
Yeah.
to do that.
Oh, I know. I'm so excited, Nana.
Yay, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
You as well, Chanel. Have a great Saturday
Yeah,
too.
you guys too.
All right, have a great week, kids.
Bye from the desert.